It's kind of hard because not having enough sleep and all that, like having a lot of stuff in your mind, it's kind of stressful because technically I'm having like a double life.
While teen employment can be a temporary solution to help families in poverty, it can take away from education that leads to better job opportunities, which therefore keeps people in the cycle of poverty.
My name is Brandon Chaj, and I'm 18 years old. I'm in 11th grade right now.
Okay, so I'm Edwin Salmeron. I'm an 11th grader, and
Hello, my name is Carlos. I am 17 years old. I'm Elias. I'm 11th grade and I'm 16 years old.
So my name is Jonathan. I'm a junior in high school and I'm 17.
Sophia. I'm 17 and I'm in grade 11.
Well, actually, currently I work 7 days a week, and I got to that situation because I decided to start helping my family.
I work with my father like since I was 14 and like doing DoorDash, Uber, and when I got my card, I would just wanted to keep going on it.
I get out like around 12 and I get home like around like 1 or somewhere around there. So I'm getting home really late and I'm getting less like little sleep. And I feel like that really affects my Mondays.
Well, I do help a lot in like the bills, but I don't see it as a bad thing because I do like to help them. So I do pay rent.
What made me want to work is well, help out a little bit, being able to get my own stuff, being trying to um get my own stuff, and try and get my parents stuff. Like growing up, they probably didn't have the best life, and now they're offering us a good life, a better life, a new life, and I want to be able to give them better, what they didn't have growing up.
Like groceries or like a couple things here and there, but it's mainly just like not having them like worry about like paying for my stuff like for school or any.
And I gotta pay all my bills, like for example, my phone, I gotta give some money for my food, and pay other bills like electricity, water, all that.
Exhausting. Like when it's demolition time, it's like you gotta demolish everything, and it's like really tiring. It's exhausting.
But it's just like I work after school, but I tend to like be too tired, so I wake up late and I'm always like late to school.
I would say I go back home like at 12 and I do my work like at 1. And I go sleep like 2 or 3 depends.
Because like I kind of like work a lot and I kind of work throughout the week instead of just the weekends. I kind of like don't have a lot of time to study or like actually understand like different types of topics fully. So like my grades are not the best. I mean they're good, but like I'm not able to like understand what I'm learning. From like the majority, I feel like I'm doing good, but whenever there's like a lot of like a huge project, it's harder for me to manage it. Like I usually don't sleep that much.
Young workers in poverty can't be expected to keep up with their academics while their families depend on their income to contribute to basic household expenses, such as rent or putting food on the table. They don't have the luxury of devoting all their time to doing well academically. In the US, 17.5 million young people between 16 and 24 employed, and many to help their families get by. Teen workers who have trouble balancing schoolwork with their jobs have a harder time keeping up with school responsibilities. Students who work intensively devote fewer hours to homework and extracurricular activities, have higher absenteeism levels, achieve lower grade point averages and standardized test scores, and have lower rates of high school graduation.
I'd like prioritize work because they pay me to like be there and stuff, and also like I find it like way less stressful to deal with.
Oh, so I will pick work because like I can help my family, but also I would say like it's a way to um also like besides help my family, I also have family and so I also help them.
I choose work first. And then if I have to, then if I come late, then the assignment I would be doing really late. Or I could talk with my teacher the next day. But if it doesn't, then I guess I would receive the zero for a grade.
Especially when it's when it's older kids, if they're 17, 18, 19 years old, especially if they've come to the US very late in their school career and are having to make up a lot of credits. It's a difficult decision that a lot of them have to make. Do I want to go and make money because I need to support myself or support my family, or come to school? And I mean, I had one student one year that was really considering he was just not going to come anymore. He was going to drop out, and he ended up staying and graduating. But I have had students in the past as well that thought, well, it makes more sense for me to be making money for my family. And I think that's, each situation is unique, and they just have to make the decision that's best for them.
Not continuing with their education can prevent teens from striving and obtaining higher paying jobs, making it harder to become self-sufficient and escape the cycle of
I was
poverty.
thinking in taking a course for electricity.
Not really. I do be planning on working full time after.
I'm gonna do barber school.
Studies revealed that the risk of leaving high school without a degree was about twice as likely among youth who work more than 20 hours a week during the school year than for students who do not work or who average less intensive labor. And according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor, bachelor degree holders earn 68% more than those with only a high school diploma. Above and beyond other factors known to influence life success, responsible behavior and interest in high school correspond to economic and career success 50 years later.
Yeah, I feel like if they were more like understanding, because like whenever I ask like teachers for an extension or stuff, most of them are like understanding, but there's some who like just look disappointed and think that I should have just gotten it done regardless, even though like I have responsibility outside of school.
Yeah, I definitely each year have some students that are working. I've had a few students in the past who were more or less here on their own, working to support themselves. Some that are helping their parents with a job, whether that be after school or on the weekends. And that is something I try to keep in mind, especially one year I had ESOL Advanced first period. And it's like, why is he sleeping during class? Well, he was working last night until 11 o'clock.
And there might be 2 days out of a week I don't see that student. Specifically last year, I had a student who unfortunately ended up withdrawing from school, but he held on until the third quarter.
I think there's a lot of kids who they want to do the half day next year because they know their parents want them to work to be able to contribute for their families. I think in general there's more of a willingness to work or willingness to kind of put in the effort from my ESOL students than maybe from my on-level students. I would say AP definitely is more aggressively willing to do their work, but you kind of get over onto the other side of it where they're more concerned about their grade than what they're actually doing. Whereas I'd say the ESOL kids aren't as concerned about their grades at all. They're not aware of their GPA as much, but they're very aware of their need to master English.
You've got to make concessions where, okay, like I said earlier, create a lunch situation where they come in and make it up. I have a construction club. Come in and join me for a construction club, and I'll give you makeup work where you can build your wind turbine, you can do your EDP.
But I think too, it's I can't solve a lot of the problems that I know that they're going through, right? Because they're these kind of larger systemic things. So what I can do is make sure that when they are here, right, they're getting what they need in terms of their education.
Thank you.
Okay.